This is the OmegaThreeSupreme podcast, episode 5. I'm Matt Chin.
I'm Bill Snitzer, and we are live across the internet.
Yes, we are. Who's this podcast brought to us by?
This podcast is sponsored by nobody. Nobody. You can always count on nobody. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think that was our first sponsor. Wasn't that our first one?
Well, they came back for another round because I was busy all day and couldn't get any sponsorships.
And they also made a ton of money off of their last sponsorship.
Yes.
They got a ton of
very happy
business.
with us.
So how was your week? You were traveling a lot?
Yeah, I was all across the world, but I'm back now in Los Angeles, California, Hollywood.
So did you have any weird plane incidents?
United Airlines, the worst airline, who we would never let sponsor our podcast.
Well, maybe if they offered us money.
Maybe. They I had to show up at the airport at 5 a.m. for my flight, which is fine. I mean, that's what I booked. But they were like, "Hey, we're gonna stop boarding for about 5 minutes because of a little problem." That turned into a 3-hour delay because they were missing an exit sign on the plane.
They're missing an exit sign, just like one of those signs above the exit door.
That's what it seemed like. Yeah, they said that one of the caterers might have thrown out the exit sign, and they were trying to track down who did it, and then they were trying to ask other airlines if they could borrow an exit sign.
Why wouldn't they just write exit on with a piece of tape or something?
Right. That's my first thought. Just stick a piece of tape up there and with a magic marker and write exit. So they booked me on another flight that went through Houston, and when I got to Houston, I had to run between terminals. I'd not even between gates, but I had to get on a train and take a train to another terminal to get to my connection flight. And
so you barely made that.
Barely made it, but I did have time to go to the bathroom, and when I did, since I was in Texas, there was chewing tobacco spit in the urinal that I used. It's come on, Texas chewing tobacco guy. You don't spit your tobacco in the urinal at an airport because some Hollywood liberal's gonna come in there. He's gonna see that. He's gonna judge the whole state. So
just you were the one. You were the Hollywood liberal.
And I was the one.
And I was
the Hollywood liberal that came in there. Yeah, and now I'm turning a judgmental eye to all of Texas because of this guy and his decision to spit into the urinal.
Now you've talked about it on a podcast, and it's out there, and it's really Texas. You suck
because of that one guy, man. So just everybody, represent. You know what I'm saying?
If you're from Texas and don't agree with this, feel free to give us a call and talk about it on any of our podcasts, any episode.
Absolutely.
We'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Leave a comment. Send us an email to iheardit@billsnitzer.com.
We'll address it right here on the podcast. I got a few positive feedback from the last episode, our technical difficulties episode.
I think we got some negative feedback though as well.
Did we?
I don't know if you saw that. We did get an email sent to gofuckyourself@billsnitzer.com.
Oh yeah, I did. You want to read that one?
I would read that one if I had it in front of me. Do you have that one?
All right, I'll read it.
All right, yeah, you read it. Yeah.
All right, you two jackalopes. It's two spelled T-O-O. So you two jackalopes had better fix your technical issues if you want people to keep listening to your podcasts. Those were 6 minutes of my life. I wish I could get back. So, signed, your singular listener.
And that was sent from an anonymous email address, too.
I'm sorry I sent that.
That was you? Okay, all right.
Yeah, it was me. Sorry. So I had access to it so quickly.
You had the draft save that you were working on for.
Yeah. I was drafting. I was in the midst of drafting my next one. But we fixed our technical issues. They're resolved.
So far, so good. So far, so good.
The only real reason is we were out of our home environments and we were just not prepared.
We just were very busy with different things. Speaking of which, how did it go at at the thing you're at. What were you at?
All right,
and
let's talk about this.
Let's talk about everything we would have talked about on the last episode.
Yes. Okay. So I don't know if any of you know, but I entered a contest with Jason Agnew, my Conventioneers partner. It was for the Comedy Network here in Canada, and it was a show sponsored by Stanfield's Underwear. And the contest was you had to film a sketch or a talent in your underwear, post it up, and then they would pick 5 finalists to perform in the finale show. We got top 5, which was great. They flew us to Toronto.
They flew you from Pickering to Toronto.
Yeah, well, they were there. It was a Canada-wide contest, so they were flying people to Toronto. I said, I'll just drive down. But they did put us up in a hotel. So that's where I was on Monday. I was staying in the hotel, and we were recording last week's podcast the night before the big show. Fast forward to the next day, and I'm rehearsing and getting ready to perform live on the show at 8 p.m. And the difficult challenge was Jay was actually filming a commercial in the daytime and almost didn't make the live show.
Whoa.
So I was kind of stressing out about that because the act we had performed we needed both of us. Jay arrives there just in time, and we go up last, and we just destroyed it. We killed it. Got the most laughs. It was great. And then what happens? We don't win. But the thing is, we were far and away the best, and I'm not just saying that. Like, we got tons of laughs, and people were coming up to us after the show, and they were saying we were robbed.
So why did they pick? I mean, the producers just choose who they thought would be the most entertaining, or they I don't.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess they made their decision that day or something. But anyway, we didn't win. So
now everyone knows, though. They all know that they all know it was rigged.
It's got to be a conspiracy, man.
It is.
That's life. That's life, everybody. Most of the time, you lose.
Kids, I'm sorry to break it to you, but television is fake.
I was on Facebook today, and somebody posted up this art gallery. I don't know where it was, but it was all pictures of assholes, and not like a bad people, but literally close-ups of assholes.
That's perfect.
And I was looking at them, and there was like ones with like you could see like shit like in it, like on the. It's like and they were all hairy. Maybe I should post some of those up on the. Look at these. If you're watching this, you'll here they are. These are disgusting.
Oh, this is really great.
I like the one of the guy cleaning the asshole.
Yeah, his head is his face is like right.
And the best part is there's like maybe the artist or something posing proudly beside one of the asshole pictures.
Oh, is that him? He looks like the biggest asshole of this whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. I think he is an asshole.
The guy carrying it outside?
That's the shit.
That's the one with the shit where there's like shit cake.
I want to know what the person, like the model, was thinking before taking that picture, the one with the shit in it. He's like, you know what, I'm not going to make sure my asshole is clean before this guy takes a picture of it. I'm going to make sure I have little pieces of shit in my asshole. I don't know. Can we even post this on the video on our
I don't know. Can we put a
podcast?
link in the, I don't know. Would we get in trouble?
I don't know if we're allowed to show assholes.
I mean, Ray William Johnson has a TV show on YouTube, so I'm thinking that you're allowed to show assholes on YouTube.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of assholes on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they let the rest of our videos up there, so obviously.
We're the 2 biggest assholes of all. Speaking of assholes, the Alabama Shakes girl, when she sings, she looks like an asshole shitting. Here, take a look. totally looks like an asshole.
Definitely looks like an asshole.
You just saw the proof.
If you're watching at home and I come off like a total idiot just now, it's because I didn't actually watch the video. I just agreed with Matt. Via an editing trick, you're going to make me look like a total idiot.
Because I'm an asshole.
Shout out to our 5 listeners right now. Also, a shout out to our millions of potential viewers of the recording. This is like Justin Bieber level right here. Yeah, we should get Justin Bieber on the show.
Yeah, we should. I'll call him up. I know where he lives.
All right.
He lives
yeah.
right by me.
Oh, yeah?
He's coming home for Christmas, I'm assuming. So I'll hit him up then.
All right, cool. You just hang out front, and when he shows up, be like, hey,
yeah,
man.
I'll just wait for him to show up. Like, hey, man, let's come on the podcast.
We're taping right now.
We'll tape whenever you're good.
One day we'll have content. One day.
Yep. Who is actually listening? Who are these 5 people that have been constantly listening to this?
It's like it's our parents. It's like like our parents and our
and
brother
they've fallen
and sister.
asleep. They started listening and they fell asleep.
And it's just
and now
there's
they're
an
just
empty
sleeping.
room. There's a room with someone sleeping and this playing in the background. Wake up.
We put them to sleep. This was their sleeping pill.
I mean, it is 2 a.m. where you are.
Yeah, it's really late. I mean, your family's all on the East Coast too, so they're all asleep. Yeah. They fell asleep listening.
Yeah, we gotta do this earlier.
Your brother might be up with the baby listening.
Maybe. Baby cries and wakes him up in the middle of the night.
Did the baby cry when you were there?
Not too much. They do a good job. Keeping it quiet. At night, a little bit, I'd hear like it just like kind of just like scream, and then just go back to sleep immediately.
I like how you call it.
It. I mean, it's like really has no personality.
It's like crying.
Like I don't know that thing is crying.
Bill, I'm nominating you for Uncle of the Year.
I thank you. Thank you. I am.
As we went over last week, it was a title you never asked for. It just happened.
Right. But congratulations. I hear that a lot.
Yeah, I really don't understand that. You're right. Congratulations to an uncle.
Like, oh, hey, my brother just had a kid. Ooh, dude, that sucks. You know? Like, be like, oh, damn, dude, sucks, huh?
Oh, at least somebody had sex. All right, let's just end this. All right, that's it for this week. The OmegaThreeSupreme podcast, another huge success.
I'm Bill.
I was hoping you would chime in a little faster, but
sorry about that.
He's Bill, and I'm Matt, and thanks for listening, guys.
Good night, everybody.